Hello and welcome to AI Point channel. In this channel, we provide educational content on building AI solutions using machine learning techniques and large language models. Today, I want to show you how to create a basic text generation chatbot using prompt engineering. In this example, we simply ask a pre-trained language model to generate natural language responses in a conversational style. Let's get started. In this example, we will use OpenAI API, and there is no need for model training. I will release more complex example in this channel soon. The minimum setup required for this example is an account on OpenAI platform and creating an API key to help to access the API. I will show you how to do that in a minute. Installing Python and Notebook also is important. You can install both based on my previous video in this channel. Okay, I'm on the terminal. I'll put Python 3 -- version, and it shows me that what version of the Python I have installed on my machine. So I have that, so I don't want to install it again. If you don't have it, you can just, if you're on Mac, you can just use brew install Python. Or you can download it from the python.org and install it step by step through the wizard. And install and basically run the Jupyter Notebook. Yes, I have it. It start running. There you go. Here I am in the Jupyter Notebook. I choose Python 3 as the kernel, which is actually compiling and running the Python code that I implement here. I love working with Jupyter Notebook because it's an interactive environment that you can code and execute the code and see the result. For this example, I need to import OpenAI API to my code. I can add another line here. And then I'll define a client here and use that OpenAI that I define of the library. Now here I need the API key. There is two things here. One is we need to make sure that if we have OpenAI API as a library installed on our machine. And another thing is that we need to check if we have the API key. I'm going to show you both of them now. We're going to the terminal again, and I'll check OpenAI version. It shows me what's the latest version here. I can check that with pip if there is any other version is already out there that I can upgrade to. Pip is a tool that allows us to install any libraries and add them to the Python framework. Any libraries that is available for Python. So it's a really great tool to install. You can install it using Brew as well. So now I'm running that and it shows me that I'm on the latest OpenAI version. So it's already satisfied. So we go back to the browser. Now we need to sort out the API key. We go to the OpenAI API platform. As you can see on the URL, platform.openai.com. So you need to have an account here. And usually should be an organization. Then in the profile section, there is a user API keys. I have multiple keys. I can create another key here. I'll put the name for that and create it. I'll copy this value. This is a one-time value. So if you just don't copy it and save it somewhere. You will lose it and you have to create the key again. For now, I will use this key in this example, but I will delete it after that I publish the YouTube tutorial, because I don't want everyone use that, because I'm paying for using OpenAI API. So you need to be careful about publishing your key in a public space, because then other people can use that and then you will pay for the usage, for the ChatGPT API usage, right? So I'll copy that here. I'll create a new line here to define the function. Def get response from chatbot prompt. I'm going to pass the prompt to this function. So in this function, we define how to connect to the OpenAI API. So I'll put chat code client.chat.completions.create. Then the create accepts messages. There is a role that they put user here, which should be colon. Then content. Put the prompt now here that it actually send it to ChatGPT. Then I identify the model here. So how you find out which model you should use? You can go to the OpenAI platform again and go on the limits section. It shows you all the available model. I choose the latest model here. And that's it. Now we return the chat code dot choices 0. We get the first one, then the message, then content. How do I know that how this works and it should be implemented? You can check out to the github.com OpenAI Python. This is a GitHub repository from OpenAI team. So they will explain that about how you can use OpenAI API in different ways. So you can go through all these approaches and use a technique that you want. So I used one of the simplest approach to help you to start with prompt engineering. Now I do prompt. You are an amazing bot. We give a bit of a compliment to our bot. Get the response from chatbot, and then we pass the prompt to this. Now we can execute the code and see how that works. Okay, everything looks good. Okay, as you can see, Jupyter Notebook is quite interactive. You can see the outcome right away. Another example here I could use, how could I make a coffee? And let's see what it says. Okay, gives me a quite long instruction. As you can see, creating a Python application and implementing large language models and interacting with chatbot is quite simple. So you can take this approach and improve your work processes or systems. If you like this tutorial, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. I'll provide more complex examples soon. Thank you. Happy learning.